You know, it really is crazy to think that 56 days ago, I put myself on this uncertain path to try and better my life. And a lot has happened in that very small amount of time. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach. And if you're new here, 8 weeks ago, I started my weight loss journey at 525 pounds. And now I'm trying to lose over 300 pounds to try and reclaim my life. During that time, I started on GLP-1 called Zepbound to aid in this journey. Real quick before I get too far into this, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just a regular 41-year-old single guy from Indiana trying to get his life back. And this is my own personal journey and not a guide on how to lose weight at all. So please talk to your doctor before doing anything like this. And if you want to follow my journey, please sub, like, comment. It all helps out my very small channel grow. And everybody that already has, a big thank you. It does give me the confidence to be able to share my very personal journey publicly to complete strangers. So, and I want to keep documenting and creating content and try to reach my goals. With that, let's go ahead and see what happened last week. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it a little bit. So I'm going to start out by talking about my results because that's probably why everybody's here. They want to see what my results are from this last week. And then I'm going to talk about my diet, kind of what I ate last weekend and what I did this week on my food. And then we're going to talk a little bit about my August goals, an update on my August goals. We're about halfway through August right now, so it'd be a good time to do a little bit of a recap. And then since I did go to the doctor on Monday and I got my lab results back on Wednesday, I figured I'd go ahead and talk about that a little bit, even though I've already made a video on it, just putting it out there. And then I'm going to take my injection. As you can see, I got a brand new box. We're starting a brand new KwikPen today, so we're going to do all that. And then I'll just wrap everything up and we'll all go about our days and our weeks until next week. So let's go ahead and talk about the results. So back on June 19th of 2026, I started out this journey at 525.2 pounds. Last week, which was August 7th, I weighed in at 471.2 pounds. And then just this morning, August 14th, 2026, I am at 465.2. That is a whopping 6 pounds lost since last week. And total in how many days? 56 days of 60 pounds, which is absolutely insane. I don't know what happened this week. I had been normally doing about 3.5 pounds for the last 4 weeks, and this week it exploded 6 pounds in a week, which is absolutely insane. I'm pretty happy with that. And then 60 pounds in 56 days or 8 full weeks is absolutely, can't say anything bad about it. I'll have some pictures up. Again, I don't see any difference in the side-by-sides or anything like that from when I started. People say they can see it. I can't see it. Body dysmorphia, whatever it is, I don't see a huge difference yet at all. So hopefully one of these days I do start to see it a little bit more. The only reason I can tell that I'm losing weight is because, well, my clothes fit a little bit better and I'm actually a little bit more mobile than what I was 8 weeks ago. So I'll take wins are wins. So we'll stay confident in that whole thing. So the next thing we'll talk about is going into my diet. Last weekend I made some amazing food, some really great food that I basically have on repeat every once in a while. It's definitely in my top foods I really like to make, and a classic. I actually posted a video of it, I think, but I had steak, zucchini and squash, and a sweet potato on Saturday, and it came out great. There's probably a pickup on it. It was absolutely amazing. One of the best meals I've made in a long time. And then Sunday, I went back to the zucchini and squash. It's one of my favorite dishes, some of my favorite vegetables, if cooked right. And then I made it with some shrimp. So I just had a big bag of shrimp and I threw them in, and I messed it up a little bit. I made my vegetables first, and then I threw the raw shrimp in, and then it had a lot of water, so it kind of ruined all my seasonings. So this time around, if I do make it again, I know to make my vegetables first, take my vegetables out, and then cook my shrimp. But it'll be better next time. Not saying it was bad. It could have been better a little bit. And then Monday through Thursday, I usually do a very strict diet. This week I did change it up a little bit, and I did extra protein. So I doubled up on my chicken. So this Monday through Thursday, it was 2 chicken breasts. And I made them in various ways, and then broccoli. So I cut out the rice completely and just did double chicken and broccoli. And this was the most boring week of food I've done in a long time. I don't know if chicken's just getting boring at this point, or if it was just chicken and broccoli in general is just really boring. I didn't do anything crazy with the chicken, which might have been my mistake, but I either need to switch up my protein for Monday through Thursday, or bring back the rice and do like the chicken teriyaki rice and broccoli thing that I was doing, and maybe just continue to do double chicken or something like that. But something needs to change on it, because this week was a struggle, because I was not looking forward to the meals. It was just a bland week of food that I did not enjoy. But the results show that that's not the case, you know. So I just need to switch it up a little bit and figure something out for Monday through Thursday. And it's hard making those meals, because I get off work so late. I get off work at 7 o'clock, and I mean, I work at home, so it's not anything crazy, but I'm usually doing something towards the end of my day. So it's hard to want to make like a big extravagant meal when it's already 7 o'clock at night, and trying to eat it by 8, and then, you know, I go to bed around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. That's why I usually like these quick meals. So I need to figure something out for Monday through Thursday. So this weekend I'm going back to the steak, zucchini, broccoli, and sweet potato. It was so good. I'm probably doing it all weekend. I might do shrimp one day again. So I don't know. That portion, my weekends when I have more time and I eat a little bit earlier, are great. I wish I could eat like that all the time, and I probably could if I wanted to put the time in, but since I am eating later during the week, it is a kind of a struggle. So we'll see. I'm not sure. And then, of course, every day I do Grüns and the Oikos protein drinks, which are really good. Helps bring that protein up a little bit. The Grüns are kind of like the supplement for like the nutrients and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I'm out of the sugar-free Grüns, so I have been struggle busing with the full sugar Grüns, and they are not fun. They are not great. My local Walmart does not have any Grüns basically right now, so I had to improvise and just get the sugar ones, which I ate them, but like I said, they do not taste anywhere near as good as the sugar-free ones. So unfortunate in that area, but it is what it is. At least I'm still getting it in. The other thing, no side effects this week. I haven't had any side effects at all this week, so everything has been good. And, you know, I did have bigger meals last weekend, you know, so nothing crazy in that aspect, no side effects. Everything is still looking pretty good. That's going to bring us to August goals. So again, just going to do a quick recap of it. August goals, no caffeine, check. Still doing no caffeine, no sugary drinks, only water. It's been going great. I don't want to change that up at all. Second one, still controversial. People don't like it. I like it. My doctor didn't say anything about it, so I'm going to go ahead and continue doing it. Is OMAD, 1 meal a day. So I'm doing 23-hour fasting with a 1-hour window of eating, and rinse and repeat every day. So I've been doing that since almost day one. And it's been going great. I feel it's very sustainable. And like I said, it is very controversial. People don't like it. I like it. It's not your journey. It's mine. It's how I want to do it. That's what we're going to continue to do. The next thing is the goal of 460 pounds by the end of August. And since we're at 465 right now, that is looking, we got like 2 weeks left. We're only in the middle of August. I got 2 weeks left to drop 5 pounds. Seems pretty obtainable at this point. Assuming I don't stall and like this big 6-pound loss this week isn't just dehydration, which it shouldn't be, because I'm drinking a ton of water. I drink like 2 or 3 of these a day. They're 30 ounces a pop, so between 60 and 90 ounces of water a day. I don't feel like I'm hydrated at all or dehydrated, so we'll see. We'll see if this next week is, if I stay the same or if I gain or anything like that. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. The other thing, you know, trying to be more active. I haven't went to the gym yet. This week was kind of an odd week where Monday we had like a free day at work. We had like a skip day at work, which was pretty cool. They gave us the day off where we could kind of do some random things. So I tried to take the dog to the dog park, my local dog park. Subscription-based dog park, which is interesting for my city to do. So that was sad, but me and Bub, we took a drive. We made the day out of it, and you know, I posted pictures to my work, which was pretty cool that they gave us a day off. Usually they fly us out to Oregon, which is where the main company is, but there's just there's too many people in the department now that they have to fly too many people out. So maybe the next year they'll fly us back all out. So we'll see. But I've been more active this week. Monday I actually went to Walmart, which was crazy. I haven't been inside my local Walmart in probably 5 years. It's been a long time since I've been in my local Walmart, and because typically, you know, it's so convenient just to get on the app and either do pickup or have them deliver it, and it usually saves money, because then I'm just not looking with my eyes at everything and be like, oh, I need this, oh, I need that. So it really cuts down on what I need, which I like. But I actually was really bored, and so I went to Walmart for the first time, and it's changed quite a bit. And I actually picked up my groceries, which I'm probably going to continue to try to do, just to try to get more active. You know, as I lose this weight, the whole main goal is to be more active, get back out of my house, and so that's probably something I'm going to continue to do. The other thing that happened was, you know, I went to the doctor and everything like that. Wednesday I got kind of floored. There was a lot of flooding. We had a lot of storms roll in this week. North of us got it really bad because they live like right on the river, and they just got, eastern Indiana got slammed with storms this week. There was a lot of flooding and everything like that. My town, there was a lot of flooding. Nothing too crazy. I guess it's good that we don't live on a river, because it would have been really catastrophic. But we did get some good flooding, but it looks like everything is okay. So, but I haven't, like I said, I haven't been to the gym yet, but I have been trying to be more active, walk around more, get outside, do some stuff. So, which is going to bring me back to the doctor visit. So Monday I did go for a checkup. And then Wednesday I did get my lab results back, and I did make a video on it. 99% of my lab results came back great. He said nothing is wrong, like cholesterol for a guy my size, no cholesterol issues, nothing, you know, all my levels, he said, look perfect. He said all my blood work came back great except for one, and that was low testosterone, which is the one I was really concerned about. So yeah, I'm still weird about it, and like I said, I feel I'm gonna treat this like a baseline, because I should have done these results 8 weeks ago to get my very first blood, or my baseline on where I was. And the only thing I can really do is continue to try to lose weight, because I don't know if my testosterone has gone down or if it's gone up in the last 8 weeks. I would imagine it's gone up, because 8 weeks ago I could probably tell that it was low. There was a lot of other issues going on at the time that I could probably tell, just the way how I was feeling. I could definitely tell that I had really low. But then, you know, 8 weeks later, just to find out that it's even lower, it's still really low. I have to treat it like the baseline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to try to lose weight, try to get more exercise in, and basically go back in 6 months, or, you know, 9 months or something like that, get the blood work done, see if it's moved at all. You know, maybe losing 100 pounds, another 100 pounds between now and my next visit will bring that level up. But it's not great. It's not where I wanted to see it for sure. And if you want to see that video, I'll link it. It's somewhere in my reels if you're looking at this on Instagram and Facebook, but on YouTube I'll have a video of it up here. So yeah, like I said, watch the video if you want to see like the full results and everything like that. But the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to get into the injection. So like I said, we are starting a brand new KwikPen today. So again, I'm sticking with the 5 milligram for another 4 weeks. And if you don't know what the KwikPen is, it is 4 doses in 1 pen, which is pretty handy, convenient for me. So we're on 5 milligram. I have no issues with 5. Like, I still have no food noise, no nothing. So we're continuing with the 5. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. And like I said, all it has in here is some instructions and stuff and my very nice little KwikPen. And this just came out of the fridge a little bit ago. But as you can see here, it's just a nice little pen. And then here we go. You just undo that, take the cap off, and there's our 4 doses. So the first thing that you have to do with this thing is basically assemble it. As you can see, there's no needle on it or anything like that, which needles come separately. The place that I get my shot from gives me these needles and these little cleaning wipes. So first thing to do here is basically clean the pen. So we're going to just take these apart. We're going to clean these up a little bit. So basically all you do is I usually just clean like the outside of it a little bit. And then the main thing is that there is a red plug at the end that you want to get in there and clean that up a little bit. So I will take this and clean that up a little bit. And we won't touch that again. And I'm just going to lay that down. The next thing you do is you take your needle here and you just take off the cover. And then we assemble. And then once you click it together, all you do is just screw it on a little bit. You don't have to tighten it up too crazy. And then just take off the cap. So now there is still a protective cover on here. And then what we have to do is prime this baby. So as you can see, there is a 0 on it. And like I said, this is the 5 milligram. And then all you do is you do 2 clicks to get to the first line. So we're going to do 2 clicks. 2 clicks, and that's all we need right there. And then I'm going to take off this protective cover here, and there is a little needle right there. You're not going to be able to see it probably, but it is there, and there's already some liquid coming out, so that's a good sign. And then what we do here is we just make sure there's no air in there, and then we just take the plunger and plunge it up a little bit, and there's going to be some liquid coming out for sure. Oh yeah. And then, as you can see, it's back down to 0. And then all we do now is click it out to 30. So you just keep clicking it, keep clicking it. It's going to do a hard stop until it hits 1. And that just means that you're on the 1 dose or whatever. So you can't move it anymore. So, and then the next thing that we're going to do is, like I said, I'm just going to lay that down, make sure I don't touch it, is take my other little cleaning wipe here, and we're going to clean the injection sites. I am tracking my injection sites and everything on 2 different apps. One is my calorie counter, which is called Lose It. And I can track all my food and calories and stuff on that. And it tracks GLP-1 doses now, which is really cool, really handy. The other one is called Shotsy. I use it not as much, but I do track it for my shots. There are some really cool features about it, but I haven't paid for the premium part. So like I said, it's kind of basic, but it does help. So according to my tracking apps, I am starting at the top center of my stomach. So again, I'm not doing any of my shots on video. Some of the platforms are really weird about the videos where you take the shots. So I'm not gonna do it anymore, because the last time I had to appeal and my videos got taken down. So I'm not gonna do that anymore. So I'm gonna take it off camera, but I am gonna show everything else up to that point. So this week is top center. So all I'm doing is taking my cleaning wipe and cleaning the top center area where I will be injecting. And then all we do now is we take our ready to go shot and plunge it in, put in the medicine. Pretty easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'll be right back. All right, so we are done. As you can see, it's all the way back down to 0 now. and we have taken our first dose. So then the next thing we do here is we put this protective cover back on and cover up the shot, and then we just unscrew it. And then we dispose of this and we put our protective cover back on for the KwikPen and throw this back in the fridge until next week. So all done. We've taken our first dose of the new KwikPen here. Pretty easy, pretty simple stuff. I like the KwikPen. I think eventually I'm trying to get this on insurance. So hopefully by the end of the year. I don't think the KwikPen comes on insurance. I'm paying out of pocket right now. So we'll see if I can get Zepbound on insurance towards the end of this year or early next year when I have to redo my insurance to find out what plan I need to be on. But yeah, I may end up having to switch to the vials or the other pen that they have or something like that. I don't know yet. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in that whole instance. But yeah, that's all done. So that's pretty cool. I'll just throw that in the fridge here in a minute. So the next thing that we're going to do is kind of wrap everything up a little bit. So again, I'm not changing too much about what I'm doing this week. Everything has been going really well so far. I've lost a tremendous amount of weight, and don't think that I'm not grateful for the amount of weight that I've lost. I've taken to this shot very well. I've been very disciplined with my eating. I haven't gone out and done anything extravagant. You know, no caffeine, no chocolate, no sweets, no sugars. Like I've been really confident and just focused on it this whole time. And so we're gonna continue on that path, and we're gonna keep everything going. So again, thank you everybody if you've gotten this far. Thank you for watching my videos. Like I said, I do plan on keeping to create content and everything like that. YouTube did come out with this this hurdle that I don't know if I'm going to be able to overcome about monetization on YouTube, where you have to have like they doubled the amount of watch hours, which is basically the hard stop for a lot of content creators to get monetized. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near 8,000 watch hours, so I may never get monetized on YouTube. So we'll see, and that would kind of suck, but it is what it is, and it's not like I'm going to stop making content because of it, because I want to document this whole journey. So it is what it is. But like I said, if you can, give me a like, throw me a follow, a sub, whatever. And like I said, I will continue to try to make at least 2 videos a week at some point. And I will be back every Friday for weigh-in. Weigh-ins are every Friday. So this video will probably be posted sometime later this afternoon as soon as I get done with editing and all that other fun stuff. So with that, I will see you guys next week. And again, thank you everybody that has already followed my journey. Like I said, I've met some really cool people so far. So peace. See ya.